It's Around the Henny, brought to you by the all-exclusive network, YI Mogul. My co-host, Eddie Law. You already know we're going to get you started off with a shot. Let's get it.
How we like to do it this time.
Ooh. Yeah. Welcome, y'all, to the show. We got a great show on deck for you guys today. Got a great special guest coming in today by the name of Natasha Grano. So definitely stay tuned for that. How you feeling, Eddie Law?
Now, you know I'm good. I'm in the hood, staying 10 toes down already. You feel me?
Look at that. That's what's up, man. That's what's up. Well, you already know, man, before we get going, man, I got to hit you with this trivia.
Yes, Lord. Let's bring it on.
All right. So, question. Eddie Law, what is Barack Obama's middle name?
Hussein. Final answer.
All right. You got that shit.
Yeah. I mean, I'm in the Army. I served 8 years with him. He signed the checks around this motherfucker. You feel me? Yeah, way used to. You feel me? So, yeah. You can't have me nothing about him. That's my man.
Shout out to Barack Obama. Drop one of the coolest bombs for Obama.
Yeah.
All right. That's what's up. So what we talk about today, sir?
Do you think that juveniles should be charged as adults?
Okay.
No, just simple.
I'm gonna say no. And the reason for that is because they're juveniles, meaning they're young. I'm pretty sure all of us have made some dumb mistakes being young that we, wish we could take back or that we learn from. And I just think that, that should be taken into account. Now you have certain crimes, where if you got certain crimes where you could possibly say, well, hey, let's visit this. But I think as an overall blanket, no, I don't think we should. I think that should be, if they're under 18, they're a juvenile. It just is what it is, man, because they're still young. So I'm going to say no.
Okay, and I'm going to have to respectfully disagree. But I'm gonna say yes, and it's a acute, respectfully disagree. I mean, in some instances, because 250,000, that's 250,000 kids or juveniles have been charged as an adult so far this year and across the country. And why I would say yes is, if juvenile rape somebody, murder somebody, rob, etc., I can agree with them being charged as an adult, but for having a controlled substance such as marijuana pills, I believe that they can be rehabilitated. But I know that all these are studied behaviors and studied patterns of behaviors. But, something like rape, killing somebody, robbing somebody, and, things like that, it's heinous. And, it's taught through life as far as on a scale of heinous and, having drugs or something like that. I believe that that's something that, juveniles can bounce back from.
So you're saying if a child's 15 years old
and rape somebody and kill somebody, rob somebody at armed robbery, yes, charged as an adult.
Okay. So my thing is at 15 years old, and that's like you said, those are very heinous crimes, but at 15 years old, are you saying that they have full mental capacity to say, this is something that is very, very wrong, that I should probably spend the rest of my life in prison? You know what I'm saying? So
if you get charged as an adult, that doesn't mean you're spending the rest of your life in prison.
Okay, so you said armed robbery, right? Because it's like I say, in some situations like murder, rape, I do feel like, certain things had to be taken into account. But when you said something like robbery, right? And I'm not excusing this, at all, but I'm just looking at the actual facts, especially within, our communities. A lot of the times, you get a 15-year-old kid, broken home, no mom, no dad's not there, the streets raising them, don't really have an education like that. And like I said, I'm not making an excuse for him, but I'm just saying, like, and he goes and robs somebody. Do you think that with the gun, with the firearm, he goes rob somebody at gunpoint? You're telling me that 15-year-old kid deserves to get 30 years in prison?
If that's the crime and punishment, like, listen, at the age of 15, you know that the stove gets hot, so don't touch it when it's on fire. So you have to understand that what this action that you're about to embark upon is a wrong act. And if you have a firearm with it, and that's why I say a firearm. Now, if you just go up in somebody's house and while they're not there and, steal some TVs or something like that, at 15 years old, that's the difference. But if you have somebody and you have their life at the gun point, pretty much, or a weapon, or anything like that, that is the one that tipping point. I didn't cut you off. Let me finish my point. And as far as if you know the difference between right or wrong, no matter who's raising you, you got to eat, right? So you're not just about to sit here and go hungry. So if you know that you have to eat when your stomach gets rumbling, how did you not know that armed robbery or rape and anything like that is not wrong, and they shouldn't be charged as an adult? They know the basic essentials of right and wrong. So if they know that by that age of 15, they should they should have a mentor, or should seek out a mentor, because if you get that,
but they don't. Now you can't, Eddie Law. You can't say they should. They should. We're talking about actual data, actual statistics.
I'm talking, I'm talking about that as well.
You're telling me that a 15-year-old kid who does not have any type of direction, who is going to bump his head and make some mistakes, because I know for a fact
I'm not resolving that. Yeah, I'm not resolving that. I'm not resolving that. I wouldn't have robbing people.
That instead of saying, okay, hey, now I'm not saying that the kid should be punished, but I feel like 15 years old is still a chance.
They should get a slap at the wrist. They should get a slap at the wrist, right? That's what you're saying. Because if they get a slap on the wrist at the age of 15, get out at 18,
put on the right path. I don't say, well, hey, go ahead and throw 20 years at him and let him sit down for 20 years and think about it. No. Because now he's going to get institutionalized, and it's probably going to come out worse when it's something could be a
listen,
hey,
I can.
Let's get you in some type of counseling. Let's show you the way. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, and listen, I can understand that as well.
This kid the way to be a productive in society. He just hasn't been taught it. You can't know something that you weren't taught. He wasn't taught.
But you know the difference between right or wrong. You know you're not supposed to rob people. You know that is a uncommon act, or it should be an uncommon act. You know that that's wrong. You know that when your stomach started hurting, you got a tingling in it, you have to use the latrine, or you have to use the bathroom, or she should use the restroom. You know these certain things. So how can you sit here and say that at 15 that they should be absolved for just going out and robbing somebody, raping somebody, murdering somebody, etc., and be charged as a child? That's the wrong answer to me. And I respectfully disagree with you.
Rape and murder is different. You put words in my mouth. Rape and murder. That you definitely have to have some type, because those are things that are probably a little more deep rooted, and we need to figure out the cause of why this person felt those were okay. But if you're talking about
that premise right there, just robbing somebody
that are bad, but at the same time, a 15-year-old should not be given 15, 20, 30 years for a crime outside of murder and rape. It just shouldn't happen.
And that's why I said at the beginning of my soliloquy, I'm going to acutely disagree with you, and I said it's a scale on the heinous crimes. And I'm going to just leave it there, because we can get on there and we can continuously be loquacious about that. And I just want to get into this next guest, because I'm excited about this guest. And, I can't say enough about this woman. She's a motivational speaker, an actress, an author, and so on. Just an amazing individual. And it is my honor to have her on our platform. So without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, I want y'all to give a warm round of Henny welcome to Miss Natasha Grano.
Hey.
Yes, Lord.
Natasha Grano, welcome to Around the Henny, brought to you by the All Exclusive Network.
Let's get it.
What's up, guys? I'm so excited to be here with you today.
Yes, I'm excited to have you. I'm excited to have you.
Yes. How you living, man? How you holding up with Corona and shit going on? How's things hanging?
I'm doing good. It's been really crazy over here, but you know what? We just went into a lockdown today, but that is the time for everyone to grow. It's the time to evolve. I'm feeling really good about it this time. Last time, no one was prepared, no one was ready, and only a few of us got ahead. Whereas this time around, we've been able to implement so much stuff to people to help them, that it's an amazing time in the world, mixed up with some real hardcore stuff that's going on. But as long as you don't point fingers and blame other people, then you just go inward and you start learning, saying, you know, look, watch this. When I say he's the problem or she's the problem, I point this finger. There is 3 fingers pointing back at me.
Yes, indeed.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Exactly.
That's a fact. Nah,
Exactly.
so
I
that's
like
real
that.
talk right there. That's real talk. So what inspired you to write Action Plan?
This book, this little guy.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
I wrote this because I went through the worst time of my life. So 4 years ago, I was depressed. Because I got an illness, right? So all in a space of a year, I went through a serious illness. I got depression. I had to move back in with my family. I was broke and I had like no way out of being able to get out of it. And I went through a divorce and I gave birth. Just everything happened in a year. Like some of the most traumatic things that will ever happen to a human. And so I was like, oh my God, this is so shit. Like, what am I going to do? But I wasn't even able to think of it with any humor or anything on a level that would make you be able to shake it off. I was literally bedbound and I could barely pick up my newborn. It was so sad. I was like, how am I going to raise this baby? He's so amazing. And I'm so not.
Congratulations.
So I decided to use him as my inspiration at the time. And I would also use my inspiration to help others. I was like, you know what? I'm going to not only go out there and do something for myself, I'm going to heal myself of my problems. I'm going to heal myself of the trauma I've been through. I'm going to use these mind over matter methods and I'm going to evolve and grow to be a better person and share this knowledge with the world. And that's what happened.
Yes.
Dope.
Okay, and that's definitely inspirational. And you brought up your illness. I know you dealt with the overactive thyroid condition, and at this time you was pretty much staying in bed and you was bedridden and things like that. And then you said that you started taking photos, and that's when a lot of the brands and stuff started reaching out. But what kind of advice could you give a woman that's dealing with those type of issues that doesn't really have the platform in which that you have?
So look, when you're first starting out, and I get people all over from every background, everything, saying to me, how do I do this? And I'm like, you can do this from nothing, with no money, and it does not matter if you are a size 12, 15, 18, whatever size thing goes on to the smallest. It doesn't matter where you are, what you look like. It is nothing to do with that. Because there is a market for the, traditional look. There's a market for the non-traditional look. There's a market for the exotic girls. There's a market for guys, for every field, from food to technology to looks to whatever it is. There is a field for you. And so the first thing to do, like I did, like you just said, Eddie, is to take pictures of the thing, the item, your brand, your business, whatever it is that you want to sell, take photos of that and start putting them out. Don't worry. Don't look back. Don't think, oh my God, my aunt's going to say something. My blah, blah, blah is going to say something. No one cares. And if they do, if they have the audacity to say something, this is always a massive hurdle in the road for people. If they have the audacity to say something, that is not somebody that you want on your journey. Because you are now stepping into a newfound person and you're saying, I am the new me, and the new me is super confident. I'm going to own it. My business is going to take off. I'm going to be abundant. You start to own it, right? And so you don't want people around you who are naysayers, who are going to pull you down. We don't need that. So you've got to own your shit and say, this is me, this is what I represent, and I'm going to kill it in what I'm doing. And so you start taking pictures. You start taking pictures of your brand. Then here's the big trick. And I always say this one, and it's one of my best things. Build your platform first and then inject your brand, because then you will have people to sell to.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. It makes sense. And, constructive the whole way. You built the whole way. I like that. Build the foundation.
Absolutely. So you build that platform first and then you put it. That means, look, if you have a product that you want to sell, it may be amazing, but if you don't have anyone to sell to, then what's the point? You don't want to be investing with this. If you don't have anything to invest, where are you investing? So the trick is use social media to your advantage. You know, there's a reason why Estee Lauder, the beauty giant, has moved 75% of their marketing budget onto social media influencer marketing, because it is so lucrative. People trust influencers. Now, an influencer doesn't mean a fashion or a beauty influencer anymore. An influencer is such a massive term. You're an influencer. You're an influencer. I'm anyone influencing an audience in their field of knowledge and what they are talking about. Maybe they are an expert in that field, maybe as well, but that means they're influencing the world. And so you want to take advantage of this, and you want to get ahead. So you want to build your platform, start posting constantly. So here's the best tip. If you are going to sell a product which is about cats, let's say, right? You want to sell a product about cats. Sorry, I couldn't think of anything else. I'm like, oh my God. So, right, if you want to get a cat, right, and you're going to promote this cat's got something really amazing that's solving problems for people in the world, then you can make a lot of money. So if that's what you want to do, then you want to start putting up posts every single day which are about cats. Because it doesn't matter, it's not yours. You're going to talk about cats all the time until you're ready to talk about the product you're going to sell about your cat.
Right.
Yes.
Right.
Okay, your audience is just tapping double like, comment, send story, share with friends, tag a friend. There's so much that can happen. And you get all these like mad posts, like, wow, I got loads of it. Post your product. Now, if you push your product too early, too premature, that's another problem. Because then you're like, why did I only get 3 likes? And why did my last post get 50? Well, the last one got 50 because it was lots of really cute animals, which means your posts people really like generally. They don't have to think about liking it. You know, when you scroll through Instagram, you double like on most things. You like really quickly. You just tap. If you like it, if it's something really offensive, don't. If it's a product or something somebody's really in your face selling, unless you are a fan already of that page and choosing to follow it, and if you're already coming, you know, it may come up as a sponsored thing even, it just won't get the same hits until you have a good audience.
Natasha dropping them jewels for y'all.
Yes. That's what it's about. She's successful.
That's good info. So I see like you like to meditate. How often do you meditate?
So I meditate every single day. I have a baby. I have a kid, you know, he's 4 now, but I say he's a baby. My God, he's at school. But I mean, I really do take time. I will go and sit on my own, but meditation does not necessarily mean this, right? It doesn't mean this necessarily. There's no dogma attached to it. There's no religion attached to it. There's nothing attached to it. Meditation can simply be being present in the moment. So this is a really good mudra, right? Here, and this brings everything into harmony. You often see people who are speaking live and, you know, they're doing really important speeches. They'll sit like this. And I often sit like this as well, because it brings your entire body into equilibrium, into balance. And you just sit like this and it calms the nervous system and it helps you focus. And it's so powerful. So this is super cool. Mudras, there's various other ones. And so, yeah, what did you ask me?
I just said, how often do you meditate, basically?
Oh yeah, I meditate. So the rest of it, so I went into mudras and I was thinking.
Nah, you good. Hey, I'm loving the energy.
I have done 4 podcasts in the last 3 hours. I'm like, which topic's this now? You know, in your head's like, oh my God.
Round the Henny is about the best one of them all.
Most fun today. I'm loving it.
Yes, that's what I like.
Yes, the energy is amazing. So I meditate now just through simply being present in the moment and doing breathing. Conscious breathing at least, I mean, all day, every day, but conscious breathing, I will think about it for 3 minutes, once an hour, or I'll start just when I'm doing something, if I'm in the recording studio, if I'm on the laptop, whatever I'm doing, I will sit and be like, breathe. And you breathe in deeply through the nose, Excel, right? And when you do that, again, you produce nitric oxide here, which is like magic. It's gold dust. This stuff is insane. They're even talking about it being something to do with like curing COVID and all this shit. So it's really,
For real.
yeah, it's really good. You should bottle it up. I mean, I don't know how we do it, but it comes from here. So you just want to use it. It's so amazing. And so I will sit and I will take time myself. Now, I will sometimes just go and sit in a quiet room, turn the lights down, and then I will sit and do a guided meditation. I recommend doing a meditation once a day minimum for 20 minutes. 15 minutes like is fine. 10 minutes if you really are. Yeah. For an average person who's really just getting into meditation, 10 minutes a day is fine. You can do a guided one. You can grab it on YouTube for free. Or you can do it in a different way and like, you know, really take it in and just really go into a zone and just start meditating in your own thought by putting on some inspiring, really soft, tranquilizing. Is that the right word? Tranquilizing. Oh my God, I hope it's not bloody tranquilizing. But I mean tranquil. But that, yeah, that's what I mean. To go to a really nice state where you just feel really calm and peaceful and you start to meditate. And then you can, this is where the magic happens, because you can start to ask God, the universe, whatever you believe in, the stuff up there above us, what you want and what you want the answer to, right? Yeah. So there's a beautiful saying, whatever ye asks for in prayer, ye shall receive. Okay, so meditation is prayer. When you are going between the conscious and the sleep, unconscious at night, in this in-between stage, this is one of the most powerful times to meditate. When you first wake up, just as you're landing back in your body, that is such a profound time to meditate. So first thing in the morning, if you have kids like me and, you know, they run in, like my son will run in sometimes, I'm like, oh no. Then set an alarm, but not a mad alarm that wakes you crazy. You just, it would just kill the whole vibe. The aim is to just moment in the morning, or do it if you can't do it in the morning, do it even before you sleep. And as you go into that state, you program your subconscious mind. You start to rewire the brain, and therefore you start to attract everything that you want, because you're setting it as a memory in your brain, because you're visualizing it as something that already exists in your life. And meditation is so powerful for this. You can do it for anxiety. You can do meditation for when you just want to change your day. You're having a crap day and you just want the next day to come. No, babe, you don't want the next day to come. You want to stay in this day and just change it. So go and be like, okay, let's start again. You know, I stubbed my toe 8 times. Somebody hit me on the thing. Whatever happened. Don't worry about it. Change your day now. You can change it at any point. You just have to be present in the moment and realign everything. Visualize that beautiful white light just going all the way through your body and feel it in every single cell. Just feel it. And then you ask your question.
I'm telling you, bro, she is up here on the vibe.
Yeah. And like, you know, I try to give people that advice. Like, look, if you had a bad portion of your day, like, listen, do everything in your power to change the outlook of your day and have a good rest of the day. You have to do that. You have to do that. You have to do that.
Another thing as well, like when you're asking the universe, okay, so you ask the universe, high power, God, whatever you want to call him, you say, okay, how do I take this step in my career? How do I get to this next place? And you will find, if you're super peaceful and super quiet, it might not happen for the first few days. It might not even happen for the first few months, because until you start to get aligned with your mind, your heart, your body, your soul, everything aligned, then you'll start to get answers. You might be audible, which means that you'll hear it, clairsentient. You might be more clairvoyant. There's different versions of tapping into your intuition. We all have it. Everyone has it, because it's our life force. It's the thing that, you know, when like you die, it leaves the body. That is your life force. And that is, while we're here, it's your intuition. And so you have such a powerful thing inside of you. We all do. And we're so blessed to have it. And you've got to just tap in and listen to it. You got to tap in and just be like, yes, I believe this, I feel this, and I'm listening, and just hear the answer. Now, the answer may not come in an audible way, maybe it will. But here's how it usually does come for most people. Throughout that day, they'll see a little sign. Like some mad happen. They'll walk into a shop and the answer will be across a banner. And you'll be like, whoa. Or, you know, you'll bump into a stranger and they'll say the answer to your question, literally right there somehow. And you'll be like, wow, that's really powerful. Okay, so so many. And then the other way is that it might come across in like a song. Or here's the big one. It may come through an opportunity. And that is where over from the upper world to the real world to us to take over and say, oh my God, this is an opportunity. Oh, do I miss it? No. Take it. Yeah, right. Take inspired action towards your dream. Yeah. And as you take inspired action towards your dream, because you've been given an opportunity, it might be tiny, but take it, because this is going to take you closer to your dream. And suddenly it's an achievement. You did it.
Yeah. And it's in your past.
Right. Small achievements turn into big achievements. It's just a few achievements a day to start forming a feeling of achievement. And all of a sudden, I'm not kidding, start to attract bigger achievements. And like your goals unfold before you. Anyone can do this. It is not random bullshit. It is real, because so much is scientifically proven. It's just up to you if you want to take it. That's why I did my book, the action plan, because inside here, actionable steps like we're talking about right now on how to attract what you want into your life, not just feel like from your head, okay, I'm gonna get this. You gotta take steps towards it.
You gotta have faith and, you know, work toward it, because if you don't, it's dead at the end of the day. You know, I know you got the Bang and the Red Light energy drink. They fuel your workouts. And your marketing skill, did that influence you becoming a brand ambassador for them? I know it was an exciting experience, you know, have that coming on about after all the stuff that you're already doing.
Yeah, so I love to support brands, which I genuinely believe in. That's usually charity stuff. And if it's not charity, it will be stuff which is related to something that I really believe in. It could be from juices to drinks. And the Bang Energy, when they approached me, I was like, yes, it was an absolute fit. I loved it. And yeah, so we just went on and did a cool campaign. But the answer to your question about an overall perspective on it, being an ambassador, when you have a platform, you have to literally decide what your platform is for. A lot of girls do it. They earn a lot of money from it. I started as an influencer, as a fashion and beauty influencer and a luxury vibe influencer. I did the same and I earned a lot from it. However, when you're doing it only for yourself, and I'm not saying those girls are or those guys are, I'm just saying that some people maybe only do it for themselves. And I definitely did it only for myself. So, you know, it was terrible at that point. That's where you will go wrong eventually, because it has not got any longevity, no sustainability. You have to decide what you're going to use that platform for. Are you going to open a brand that's going to benefit others? Are you going to do something that's going to benefit others? Are you offering value that's going to benefit others? You have to work out what you're doing and why you're doing it. Is it contributing to the world? Are you solving people's problems? If you are ticking all these boxes so far, you have a business, you can scale up and you'll go global fast. People always wonder, why am I not coming again? And it's like, sweetie, you have something which is just like small and you're not taking it big because of X, Y, and Z. You've got to literally, am I offering value to the audience? And am I helping them? So everything I promote, I always think, is this helping somebody? You know, and products, you know, there's a lot of things out there that products do actually help people. You might not think they do, but they really do. You know, it might even just be some makeup thing, and that's beautiful. That really helps somebody. But you've just always got to think bigger. So you've always got to think, how can I have like a sustainable journey with what I'm doing and benefit others? And the benefit is, when the bigger your platform is, the more you get paid. And like it just goes on. So you know, for anyone and everyone, get yourself online on Instagram, because you can earn a fortune. Yes. On YouTube as well. YouTube's even more lucrative. On TikTok, all of it. You know, you can kill it. You just got to get started.
Social media, like I always tell people, like if you're not using social media, it's free. It's literally free. Like you free advertising, like you got so many people that came up off of, social media. It's not funny. So if you can't come up off of free advertising, you don't really want it. You know what I'm saying?
Completely.
Yes.
You just got to get your stuff together straight away. There's nothing to wait for with it. If anyone is watching this right now and you are thinking at some point you are going to start your own business, you are in the golden zone right now. Go on your phone, okay, and open an Instagram page or change the name on your page to whatever you think the vibe is going to be. It doesn't mean you have to think of the name right now. It means you have to think of what the vibe is going to be. Yeah. And then start growing the platform with generic content that's going to appeal to the audience, and grow it. You'll get thousands of followers if you start posting generic content, because everybody will want to be involved. And all of a sudden you are just ready to, you're like, everyone's like, what are you releasing? Do you ever see those generic posts, and it's like, it's a really cool music page and you just follow it because they always have the coolest new tracks out and it's just so nice. Yeah. And then like you've got another one that's just got a really cool vibe here, there, and everywhere, right? But you follow all these different things. When they hit out something, you don't even see it like a sale. You would just like it because you already follow this page, you love their stuff. You know, like that's normal, and people don't realize that. That's what's so amazing. So start a page today. And then the other thing, as we're here right now, I always say this: if you're watching this right now and you have an Instagram and you want to get up close and personal with us right now, take a screenshot of this, watching this right now, give us all a tag. So everybody's tags will be here, no doubt. And you can tag us. So I think you're gonna put everyone's tags on the screen. So mine's Natasha.
At Natasha Grano, at Eddie Law 5, at YI Mogul, and at Around the Henny. And at all exclusive.
I love that. We should all be drinking a Henny right now. Why do I not have my Henny with me?
Why don't you have the Henny?
I'll take a shot for you. I'll take a shot for you because I've been sipping the whole time.
Take a shot for me.
Hell yeah. Let's take a shot for this.
Thank you.
Boom! I'm loving this. Why am I not having I'm like, this is so fun.
Yes, that's what it's about. That's what it's about.
So everybody who's watching and vibing with us, either have a shot or take a screenshot of this. Give us all a tag. You've got our names, and just then, if I see it on mine, for sure I know you guys will. We're gonna repost this on our stories. You guys are gonna go out to so many new people. So this is how you start to grow. You start to get involved. So if you're watching something, tag the person. If you're watching Kanye, if you're watching whoever is on stage, whoever's doing their thing, tag them, because more than likely they're going to see it. Maybe, and depending on the size of their following, they might repost it. I love it. All my fan stuff. Everyone who shows love, like, it's so important. You know, we never let the ego get there. You just don't let it.
Facts. Well, we definitely appreciate you taking the time to sit down with us, Miss Grano.
Thank you. I love the vibe.
What you're doing for the universe, man. Your energy is just amazing. And we definitely love to have you back on anytime. And we definitely appreciate you here. So you definitely just tapped in with Miss Natasha Grano, YI Mogul, Eddie Law on Around the Henny, brought to you by the All Exclusive Network. And we out.
Amazing.
Yes.
Love people. Bye.